kwa mejo so
party ni boko there.
Oh,
my acknowledge say former dental member of parliament honorable Dwasare so obetna the nyende asem.
Yes. Oh, party ndi kwe my kwe pa the kwe.
Money electoral commission for that we didn't get on.
Electoral commission there's so mama a deadline. The mama a deadline say 9 political parties out of the 11. Say making sure say by 31st of December no. Na
Antomo no be awie. And there's still room for new political parties. So
omo be there. You better register political party.
Yeah, much try okra.
Me sure say who person register party who is Uska.
Hey,
who is county register party. This time around. Because you say we need offices across the country. This only offices across the country.
That's the only offices.
Me. My offices pa.
Oh, posters more.
Tabi, more offices. The whole Upper East 15 constituencies. Baby am office all. The whole Upper West 11 constituencies. Baby am office all.
LPG.
Yes. The whole Savannah 7 constituencies office all. Bakun is a northeast. Yes 6 ni na office all.
LPG now
yes.
Kano.
And I want my half. 6 constituencies ni na office all. Voter region. 18. Me were 15 offices. OT region and OT and 9. Me were 9 offices.
Now no resources anyway.
No. But I say hear me. Hear me, sir.
LPG.
You conquer. Sir, my say office there. Me say me fa bosom office grant row. You say I almost send the breme. Me say me who we are serious party. Yenye ejoku na amafo no no mu freeze bia I say also mo twa party bibibi mu also mo twa wo dikemu party mu ne jataba mu nyina party ni
o mu nyina party atwam
mo twam sel mo twa 17 political parties mu we bosom chepa party
won no wasi sade wi
shay
me hwe Liberal Party of Ghana
bosom chepa constituency.
Now I'm promoting Ghana. You also about Nigeria for you in our background.
And there's a printer in there. Sorry, Micharo. Call Central Regional. Your offices be baby. Call Eastern Regional. Your be 8 offices.
More a part of IPAC.
Oh yes, we have been part of IPAC since.
When was the last time we call meeting?
In fact, and you may continue. I wouldn't know, but me say be October. I think so October no more call it.
Hey, Mushia.
Almost I pack with Mushia Tembia.
They say this in your part, and I don't know what to say.
But almost no more minutes. Say and your composers is over.
But decisions are taken there.
Send the and this for now. I decided some moment. It's not send you.
Now you're interested some berries of that in between money electoral commission for.
Now me no one go to this for. And this is but Kaka we bet me to for. Everything to this for. And this is say part Kaka.
They didn't have catch electoral commission for no.
Electoral commission there so omo ebo mo modern. So money and this one be ya more Matthias. But this one na so mo there omo Matthias. So the mechanic is no team in match. But so far the omo go akwambia no pointed to a very credible elections. Omo hene sasem we me hu say you see there they have limited the to so my idea election wo mawiemu is into electoral commission obiga say is bet mawia ba mu amenjindi o me who process na no Ghana hanom na there is no way EC can do anything. I just say bia one trainee or polling agents there and obi betima of akadam na so we trainee or polling agents pa a very difficult so we betima awia abamu Ghana. Really? From 2012, ABC and net day. We got to see a Jano about 2 months. Mention that ending to Papa. From 2012, Bassino. Because they ran about 2 months, mention engine the Papa. Because, also, then you be an electronic. So, Coco to a bar. Also, don't say, see, a record it. Before I talk about baby, no, woman in Padoa, I bet to about her. It is so good chat numbers that be good at the anymore. say obia a vigilant of 8 means I just say bia ye o ma wie election na ye church numbers no dey gu paper na so no won say Ghana for a mistake I no mo ye say ye boba ba ni wie ne kan wie a no obia ba just ye no bia fa ne ba bi obia ekọ it o ma enter ne ma na gu paper na so no pink sheet no so no that is where somebody can swap your figures say be say who na be 110 na ya try 11 as wanim na aka 0 no one hwe na me 0 na so a edi ayo so that is the only way and you know have no control over those things that can nyina gina wo polling agent na mo wo constituency won ti utim go fa obi a hunu bia nkonyo so nkoye polling agent ma go fa obi hunu bia kogino no ma e betime abone kro no eti say o mo woni ko polling station na polling station no o make sure so pin sheet no the trauma wo no and one wunya the trauma wo opponent no and one wunya ya e bi obi ma interested in his own forgetting about the other opponent no so make sure so opponent the trauma no and one obi anya the trauma paper no so
at least as we speak now
yeah
Meda John Dramani Mahamasi
yeah
will make at least a pronouncement a amongst other things about Baby Ghana and obey LPG. Mark criticizes Adiana Monisu Adino.
Namia don't be president. I did demon pa they say I could be Ghana be able to be Chanica. Child benefit. I could be Chanica.
What data of Inquala Mono Ubutiumka?
What's a Kruma any data? Unse Kruma de wa unse Kruma any data. But you need data no. Me amiti me imagine who say.
But how do you work?
Oh,
how do you work? Now you subject your former president 24 hours into a scrutiny.
Now,
now data only data. We are not
data. You need data. Me data.
How can you make that a policy now? Only data.
Mama chose you need data Ghana no. Me na me go create data na so one agree data no.
Nti wo dia na wo digital
data na way. The digital so ne say me no say afibia na nkura mu wie school BC HM say around 4 to 450,000. 400,000 to 500,000 there about averagely. Anyway, BC. It is a me share San Kurana me the back 18 years. A bit mama rough idea as to the number of cases graduate every from 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Me for average I multiply by those 18 me figure. That is what we are basing on. Because it wouldn't say now, the number of sales years who can give me that figure? Say the number of sales years Ghana. You say data na way for me go far. It is same use to again. I join it. Say me shen kwado do movie BC Afibiana a mommy rough idea. It multiply by the.
You are using rough ideas to plan your country.
Now the corona won't data on planning. That's all planning because what mama to data be in the same use.
But only interested so gather data on what you want to do before you can proceed.
I didn't know. This is best president as my say a different thing. And now man to mine refuge man to man. One bet me afraid I catch him say when the number of sales years in this country. Anything at school in Ibasa
it's not
because you keep planning your who and Kurado almost cost many 6 years and yes school we don't know the number of cases or more 2 years and not 3 years and you are planning the sick in the gati dama. This is how we built our country.
Okay, so vision number 1 is that range near there from 1 to 6 hey apalu
and difficult we can't do it in this country.
See now only basis you need data me say
me say remember e kwan say you 10 million kura a day any problem because can you any can you see this need you dollar okromu see the one na ba na wezo
ubetwagum
me twagum you be use scanner wo no
the scanner way
me say so who say scan e wo Ghana wo ho ye busa say dollar na mo kwaje ba am to koko syndicated loan mo kwaje ba ya na mo sa dollar na kuma koko fo no to koko na ya na series no mo de ma wo series no fa na mo to koko no so I've seen the thing
so LPG are buying no a range buying kwala buying from say
me say akore wo to inga bosum so betuaka ko so be 18 years hwe o ma hene me matena ba bia mahunu say
what do sika do adbetu am ka say
ehun
say na de be mo
me say ti o ma hini
basic yan fa 2024
say ya makura bi
o de say to
500 cities sani aka bitu akuru bi 500 cities and this
can be 500
sika bi o ma hini e be bo economy na grow we want to stimulate the economy. Let me tell you, when
in stimulating an economy, not in the okay.
May say, Jayomahine, not to Madeni and Tobilo to atas. How a government generate revenue? But what? How would the government generate?
But what does in Kwada Utiomoka 500 got to do with stimulate the economy? What else? I said, oh, Nemaya 4. Nemaya 4, Nemaya 2000. So 2000 or he will go and buy goods and services in the market. 2000?
Yes. Now, a crowd baby age, my crowd, so in 500,000. Do you know why this economy is where we are? The reason why we are poor as a people, no, because we don't put money in the system to circulate. Mojan and funny per more or depend economy be a second security be economy.
I say so who were dear or paying as so who's a yapadini and a car maybe to you. It will share now their measure that they are pursuing.
Let me tell you, say, Obote an organized system. Obodo organized system.
What was a man how that one Matthias says me comment him.
So to me build organized system. What you say so be idea na VAT so piano. I say account for the VAT. Are you okay?
No problem. Now number 2 a day.
Number 2, I hear unemployment benefit.
Now what him say
me say Ghana. I'm coming to transform Ghana and turn Ghana into a better place. Only Franklin D. Roosevelt. Only no.
The America
you were Great Depression, you know. He came out with 10 deals. One of them was social welfare payment.
Dominic, Muncha hadn't to Mr. Munchan to
Emma was stimulate economy. No, say America, Mrs. America, more fun I say.
It will be sister.
I will turn Ghana around.
With who?
Now what you want with Ghana? Money will give you and the member. I only got any. Oh, you minister. Maybe mine. What just say your mouth row say manager.
Of course. Let me just say
give you the necessary resources.
And let me just say.
But now a casting be Minia Gordon.
Yeah.
Mokasem be now about Rose.
Yeah. Yeah. But it didn't go him that.
Yeah. You know why? You can't blame the contractor. You can't blame Mokasem na me say me correct say I say omudiji omusika and san omakoye adwuma omudiji obiesika so because you say officers no mo rules nya na omudiji obiesika enya no kure no kure wo munyina ne say omoye adwuma na ebia ese o sealing it 3 times so na me che no and bia oye first seal no we certificate akoshem yentwiai kwere tan so entimi nto adwuma ne so enti amafo so de ka be fa so the ka ne fa so abo se enche na ekwana yeden agasa say it won have because kwere na anya why should the work and I say engineers no anhwa ma na anya adwuma papa na anya wo fault so we have to pay contractors on time.
Memo trust one-on-one me pepper because of interest our menya won komodi but Atik Mohammed say the oka kan dey hu pa o
enya hu ono na
but we wild ideas
enya hu mama said na Atik me interested in I also me na betena hanu am di kan ko register lithium ade ne ba say sa lithium me tiase because ade tina ye wo ye nia ye resources na dey come kofo because me feel say adena yen register among ourselves
okay beba ho Chama Kojo don't distract a potential leader in this country.
Yes.
No, say what they see there Obama what about do say akwaba hey apalo am for mini problem say that under your watch
how 630 fiat and you make cancel ya cancel zansis 630 fiat
o tira say no say who e crash sa onioma na wo ye na so be na say bisro
oye so e boss no
all right, what about that?
Yes, sir.
Eti ubaka bibia for akpalu dey one.
You see, onwa na last week oba o say or so die. Say now I am president of Ghana some years ago. Timijiri said Diana Muna away because in some Okano it doesn't fit into the situation within the next 10 years.
Officer Kacha is on Wabokonya with the few no Diana.
Oh,
Usudaya. Say, Kojopeso says, or Sudaya, Wabokonya be seen in them to Sorot, so the president.
Who knows? Which is fine. I won't fight that. But to make this wild and predicated on any economic theory, it's very, very far-fetched. Because you see, you made it very simple for him, but one picky. Say, we Japadie, ye de Japadie Jawa, ye say Japadie no value. Any a car, a Busiano so de, a Jatuho, and then it uti a Japadie no free. You can't say, can't free Japadie anymore, and ye becano. Ena ubetimi ede ebi anasa sika no kra ye nyambeji won nsem nipa na ode ne ka no onyan ka se fama me nti usika na wo no de ye adwuma knowing very well say the council or adachi ubetua. Now in this situation we find ourselves we the current situation at your IMF move for the next 3 years. What you say next year 2024
island.
Do you understand? With the policy, how are you going to implement it under an IMF watch? Are you getting my point? Number 2, economy in Ankasa has not recovered. For you to even say me free, me deficits about do a level, your friend is 0. Because as at now we are into the negatives. Until we do 0. Now if you start building 1, 1.5, 2, then you can say the economy is growing positively. But if we negative, now back to 0, you are still growing, but in the negative sense. You cannot, in an isolation, just because you want to be president of Ghana. No, because Obama Ghana nkola nyina. Ye bisa say o data o de assessment no e wo hia o si data ni o. Which is not true.
No.
Me see, open data about nkola age bracket when you go to statistical service, you will get it.
But are you saying?
Do you understand?
We are living without data
again. Oh my! Data. Do you understand? Even if you somewhere statistical service, do you know what that means? You can contract them to raise data for you and pay. Or your political party wet your salt. Go to them.
Because when it's your
contract them. Let them perform that service for you.
But when you have a data to plan.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you want to be what the wow data now the JSS 4 area I say baby
also monitor JSS. But how do you combine and JSS?
When you say Kuman and cry a woman, you cry a woman. You know, warm hospital. And I'm a warm hospital. Never in an old best TV. And you need data be over beer. You won't cry register more.
Oh, your master sound.
Away far.
No master.
Only say, data was a Siano. A year or more, Medina, for 16 years and above. And no more cocoa trumudin for Ghana card.
It's not true.
Me pacho.
Madam, no master sound.
Obi, Mamin can't even channel. District. unko way
ono so wa denta
mi bo
denta district unko no sanya wo mo
way no
ana last year what sanya wo mo last
way no you register in Kolao. Do you understand? And district assembly no so health your friend is saying directorate. Every district assembly has a health. Oh, yeah.
Okay, and we can't really be trained.
Just let's educate the people who, because we are poisoning atmosphere. No, as I say, you're clear. A core district wa omu koleti sa your friend say data no. It na make catch say if you task the statistical service, they know how to gather some information now at the amount because they have the systems and the demographics are omobetimide aye sa ejumano. But all the word dream. Oh, how can you a presidential candidate? What the answer me the margin? What the margin? What the margin? Calculating number.
I mean, correct me. Before now, how about your food day number? No, about because I'm interested.
No. Lot of friend and friend. Friend and our friend. Yeah, man,
now, surprisingly, a lot of people see what in a year, but intimate possible.
Oh, say
it's not
practical. Obika say any possible no the
based on Ghana situation as we speak.
Ghana situation.
In fact, honorable just I crowd boy say any IMF ko any president 2025.
Me say so what do and no say IMF
but you cannot go outside this.
That be o my let tell you
it is sharing the honor and I know be chief for so
na chief for so
why you so chief for so just can in farmer
me na Russia catch you say Russia catch you say na omka so makufado 600 million ya mfa mai
na o de who to Russia
that be na o dey pass say the way they take no we have refused to think kokodo ka say me say na me say so bana say enema na assets any liabilities no we na say be liabilities no CD or assets enu tin say utumi nya hwe let me tell you hwe obeso dia e ni na wa adwenem a deben na betina say obeya but me turn things around of course because what you get say
me untinje you see
okay
you see we are talking about the practicality amount for your promises what say NDC you say 24-hour economy na o kan ye no until say you did 24-hour issue you buy
okay, so mama chama what I call about Dominic Isiabu mon check mame Gordon Akogan or say for the first time assembly about to ebetuno ink ni wa electoral commission for the boy yensa nti mon check me nti mon check
I started polling polling cry started education no me o ma you know so anyway mami chawa tea for me chawa me na especially and the just senior prefect said or tia no why for obo life here no na che best 6 and a presidential candidate in so but I want no bomodin me sure size here the 200 adwumadin a wo ya na anope enmre
o che say kasa ati o hwe me size here am the 2 ya e to aso dey kasa
me sure size here so dey o bomodin ne adwuma a wo yi
chawa ho video bi o go try
no video bi apopa kasa kwa mbe so me mana kasa ya mouth time senior prefect kakra udi wa haji
all right
me hu video bi yes see a to guest house bi na papa bi PF
you know stand here free one
me who room many me am shame I had to take a second look. Me heard here now say no. We there.
Oh my, I said,
show him some skills, no. Benyad yes I do.
But then in any case, you for in fact, 1 week in the outside the country. Now me tiwa, I know show said o tia kunyon ma show size me. Juma o bomodin a o yi. na uni ati haru no se o man ye be ye na be ni ya okra so do dia bota ho o se o man o so man o na siu na so it was so betumi na ubisa ne say when no do o mo be ye now you see the answer I gave it to them say na wo oti ho ye de
I'm part of it.
You are part of it. And this question beside me, so what you hear day? Sabi nimdia no somewhere okay can wo fear hani ade nyina. It's a nation builder. Wo say be fa baby, you be oh man hini na dey be wura mu propaganda kakra we, but wo bomodin. Enti eno so say baby wo ho so man no betumi achichiri bi. O ti ase. Enti no nkranhye na ye de mamu na nya say bia somehow no somehow we should time ade sorry be adwuma. And am say mu nyina mo contribute to the nation building. And at the end of the day, we have to take any money in our car. You better to show you're right. Exactly. But there be a more for Hackman can be. Or say, say at least you say between 75-80% today.
On your money,
on your money. And to me, room how fine. To me, boy, boss. So you may be out can na. That's
Chairman. Yes, say which we enter the tech. Meaning the entire honorable do sorry. LGBTs and back and forth, sir. Meaning quickly. For instance,
mommy, what I want to say is that. I journey be a windy petrim.
A bit me up.
And so say somehow your book. You bet me up for Mwaba. You bet me up Daneno. But so long as a better topic a better hono, it is an open for a wild discussion. And at the end, you know, a moo and you bet me so yentu in free mu, yenfa we inka, yentu in free for we inka. Ubisa the question, but as mo bisa or see Ghana Sikano say the gold in the echo. See, the Diana Echo, $1 ne bar, $5 and come Mokola market. Ya the city no and a day, ya dear Ejuma. Number 2, now, Kojo raise the question, oh, yeah, can IMF near my name? But you see, because we don't have some courage and bold decisions at Tembiano, ya force either we praise the world and make our citizens suffer, no. So, and the IMF say me ba na your friends Kofi Akpalu eba no say IMF no me nkwa IMF dey no be. Eyo mo sika na yem fama. Sika na 600 da ye de ni 3 billion na ye 3 nya. So oba na say masa me say na dey aba no. Me ntimi ndi so a. E dey no be. Ye sika na yem fama. Does it mean say Ghana sika na e betwa mu na? E ni pass 6 na umuti da so no. Ye be you umuti afiso na. So allow
it's still possible.
Allow the process to come and let's debate it. That's what it is.
Sorry. Yes, sir. So LGBTs, that's what you diary because and they quite my master the other count say ma criminalize sex toys.
Yo, I'm hearing him say
I'm hearing this topic we him. Em bufu pa.
Oh, there be niko say your bufu. See a twadwene.
So the biaba. So the biaba.
Me, my place as a Christian. Hey, mommy, a certain warped, your friends say, view. Because
a biased view.
Biased, I should say. And you know, no matter what anybody says. And I also think, say, across the many faiths that most of us in this country profess, you know, a number of them are not in favor of this LGBT culture. And for me, there's no way, under any circumstance, no way it can't. But you see, let's also not be oblivious of the reality. They go to boys' schools, they go to girls' schools, and they inculcate this habit to themselves whilst in school. And they graduate from school and they live with this. We cannot be oblivious of that. What this law seeks to do is Sabi, armed robbery, yentimin to us here. Chronobo, pickpocket, murder, all those things, yentimin to us here. But what do? We have laws. Laws, no. A two as here. Armed robbery. Your chichi armed robbers. Whatever. That has it ended robbery in the country? Krono, ye jaibo. For me, no law can cure a particular sin. Let the law come. Doesn't also mean say a man for will stop doing what they are inclined or to a large extent. In the bedroom, exactly. They will not stop it as we speak. Me no can say, but now be a masturbate. On the bedroom. Yeah, ush. Uti wa udaeti. Say oh yeah, ush. What can you do about it? Obokwa ko bunu daeni. Akwa chino say me they no call police station. You see, let the law be passed. Let the law be passed. Nipol no obe cross line na law no be fa no. So be it.
The rule better sex toys to play or something.
See, not sex toy no. E can hona e ma because you see they are also looking at the social you can't say impact, especially the health aspects. Some nema ya omo use a create sexual you can't say STDs of different kinds, different types. It increases our health budget because these people will still have to go and seek medical support or medical for hospitals and whatever.
Data been the chrome I said before sex toys that kind of disease.
No, say and Ghana data and I had
you are doing your loss.
Please. So say sometimes oh yeah, you don't only use your like you look at beyond. The best practices across the world. Oh, say Zamitia Mancasa. For Okwa Bruchi, for Bruchi Coach and Nibra. No, now we are doing the subjects. First, intro near let's focus on the subject. Intino, for me, I think, say, sex toys. Say ye jino as it can because we share 4-year adverts, social media, and saying it's all over. And social media now, Sabi, we don't even control it at the moment. There's no control. Rubia to me rabia ope, ekoyedi ope and all of that. And also as a BB as a nation, itimi young will be China okwa. Your age, even Italy, age be there were some sites be then you cannot enter. Phone no, you calibrated no with your age and your number. And you know, some apps, download your phone, you will not permit it. It is systems, as I say, so we can protect our younger. But in the meantime, now, we also have to ensure, say, we put in measures, to curb the influx of that importation of Sahara because it's becoming to see our toys kekeo baby for
case on make side share types are you wanna choose so they make another site yeah na a machine gun.
Hey,
club nana who can
look, you see, what people don't know.
Use batteries for a machine gun. They press a certain clitoris. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Baku pressing clitoris na baku so share yinim na te say two ninja how pretty.
But when you do that, open up pepper on the baby.
No, those are the issues.
What's wrong with it?
Okay,
do you understand?
So be a worry.
Right. 80 and only your culture no and how to put some sanity into the system about it. Say Sabi Yankupon wo yamba Africa for nothing. Yensu ye wo rule bia say ye present it to the world. Ye DNA your culture. Your cultures and your traditions are ye over the years. So if we see,
so you think outright we should reject it? Me and yes, our conversations with
for me, I think that is what we should do so that we can make a strong statement to the world. Say, as Africans, for that matter, Ghanaians.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what we are presenting to the world.
Okay.
Say, Momo Penny say, yeah, so yeah, what the pay. This is how we also want it. It is the way a Momo Jamu Diamana ya the any be enya access into Momo Diano. So na yenso ye de no bi ye mpese ye man wo ya say no, because if we allow these things to happen, already no
system
the porn environment. Look, some of us we've played there before. Do you understand? We know what it is, and when I sit with my kids, I chat on these lines with them. Say what the phone ya ukute oh mami fan me jare mami a video as I'm taking my bath and I'm a jare me kuto mami no fo naked me jina mirror him. Let me take a picture of myself in my nakedness and all of that. Now we chat na da phone, so let me make a 30-second video of myself. Now we chat na da ho, and then one day now the sound of your phone is not working. Na Odiama obi say o me phone no is a volume no nya adwuma ntim pacho ye ho ayi mame. And those boys, they know the value of those pictures. Into quite the first thing they do, they will download every data on your onto their laptop. That's the first thing they do before they start their repairs. We also upload said then the amount. Imagine all those pictures ending up. So there are people walking across this country. Ghana have a nipa be or more nakedness on porn sites. People of prominence. They didn't intend to send their own pictures there, but out of these little mistakes, their pictures are there. So whenever I'm talking to my girls, and I have 5 of them, so whenever we are discussing, these are the subjects. We deal with it, because look, this picture is going to live on that space for life. Tino, please, we cannot let the country go on autopilot. A stitch in time, they say, saves 9.
Okay, so Honorable Akpaloo, 2nd March 2021, Kofi Akpaloo, the founder and leader of the Liberal Party of Ghana, has waded into the ongoing LGBT rights conversation in the country by saying that people must be human to understand them. Homosexuality has long existed in our secondary schools. The likes of Opokuwari, Prempeh College, and some girls and mixed schools have indulged in it. Homosexuality could be spiritual, so its members must be loved and prayed for rather than being ostracized, he said in an interview on Happy FM's According to him, LPG will not be in the position to infringe on the fundamental rights of the minority group in the community. And I quote, "We advocate for further fundamental human rights of every person. Had I been president, I wouldn't infringe on the rights of any person." He added that all of us can be the same. Some were born as women, but they have the hormones of a man. So it is their wish. It is not their wish to be born like that. Hence, the LGBTQ group must be allowed to move freely. Their right to movement must not be infringed upon. Okay, so it goes on and on. What else does that do?
Just say already at the end of home. Sisi a wine will say there, begin with just a way or bow. Be a home so a bema. No doubt about that. But there's also a site to be a home machines being near that day. na ya na wasan ko site no pe she male and I say male she
male or male.
You see people la who say ni pedua na gina ho no or no for or bibia all right but with a bema ajapade and this who say who nua bema bi ni nam kura na be say wo na oba nenam but we half man half woman. Nessa and Bacono Pen will say, baby as you, Sana Yabono. So, Sani Nipano, send a bit treating society. Won't say, Obi on ma a como banta for, but a mobano. Na o ma bomuminu, woman to me auntie. So almost uncle Funibia. Omona a year be a 2 the boom. Nebi omuti eye 2 ese ka bia komna na ye 4 na omna na akwa 2 na omuti na akwa mienu such a person no enya na fom so sa so ne betima wo obi na komo banta for blemum omba nipa ba kope na ogina honom eti nipa no ko oba ne bema ba nipa dwa na hunu na wo so ogina honom no e bema nemum ne ye woni ni mu ne bibia oye bia no I saw ba ya from Kojo Bisia ba na kwabra Bisia where is the from
Kojo
Bisia sa so na you want the other side opposite when you flip it
where you kwabra from
so the machine when you flip it you see say utimi hu oba but ne ye bia te say bema such a person no susum na tinimu na man ye nipa no sa susum no na ye nipa no na di nipadua na gina hono no different eti ne ye bia no such a person no bo say na kono nyina oyoba na kono nyina ye na nyonko oba e na oyebe ma na kono nyina ko ebe ma ba enam say ni suna tinimu no eye oba su ni ntino opebe ma wan hwa won tiase. So we need to take time and understand people but Kojo kan sem bi Kojo kan e no say your body houses are producers anema no your prison cells so a produce anema no na samra ya mose mode be ya mose obi ya mbachi na tumi na anye bia o madwene ho se o mo chiri pam de ne be ko hen o mo china so obi akoy bibi wodi akoy sa be ma ne be makoda ne ya chip sankofo na ye be special cells sa special cells no ye chiwa oba ba kudem be mo ba kudere ne makoka ho so na meche no ono ba na da be ma na no kaka oba ho anase ye de be ma ne kaka me ma na omo wo says on the dano anase de man kaka ma na omo wo e man ho dada no. You see okay see people don't understand because me hu fasu de ba because nipa no ade a wo ye ni woni me ma ne da e na ache na na koto me cells e wo in Sawama na say Jamestown
tuko buano homo
okay yeah juma ko introduce more people into it. So are you solving a problem or you are worsening the situation? But I did because of parliament I've been observing as a minority no a person who pushes us the majority no we don't do that kind of politics with this kind of stuff. Sasuba no mo ye no enye papa
nti obi epija ni mukura kan asemi here
exactly I say o ba yese bia o be kan asem bia nyansa kakra wo bia no yese yakwa wo kan wo bi
o pese o ye bi
hwe asema Ursula kan about sex toys. So no, you can't criminalize sex toys. Hey, we
let's so kan wana
you see common sense. Why should you criminalize sex toys? Obi eyusu kakumba a man be musu kakumba
you know di no
first no musu kwadu no musu and I say mu yusu
kakumba horizon wa betena aka chen
so etino enema eno na so benya sex toy no there ya. Why should you criminalize sex toy?
No kakumba de kakaka no ni made
ana pentwa no mu yusu pentwa na mu yusu. So you see we have to broaden kakra I say emotions.
No, in broadening it, we also should be mindful of our cultures.
Culture they say betoy name culture no so evolve. What am I saying? Culture evolve.
What we believe in as a country, our identity is very important.
Are you not a Ghanaian? You are still a Ghanaian. So for phone na bi obaja edina o say we Chinese form. And I know so I know just what's a sound culture.
Now, technically, what do you believe? What did Ghana believe? Ghana, what do we believe?
But so saying, you know,
there be me beside question and cancer say, me say, what do we believe
in terms of what
as a nation? So, guys, you believe in your culture? Yeah,
mokro no.
Number one.
Yeah, nin too so bane or bar in share.
Emran da hodida.
Bear money, bear men.
And we say Mrane da hodida. A debut in a count.
A home common eating.
And yeah, no.
Oh, my. Michelle Quadro, you know, the buyer now. As I'm a foot tea honey. Sir, we go secondary school. No, we are going to soon into a dear way. And yes, I'm also, you're quite so the quassery. And I am already so me test will be a veteran switch a coin fossil in who buy a cages and a penal. Obi anchi obi ada
so kwa ebetom
but obi timi ehu oba openo but onim e converso be approach oba no kraka nsem peno because the subconscious catch and say he obegu anim ase obi say it will be one more the south boy say here make success story. So we have to help people. Hey oba cry catch and say ohima manage ho oje penny ni kuraga say oh manage ho no esubi no oba no krutimi nka enti e ma bebre ase mo pe o ma ntimi ehunu how to respond to the man's proposal ama sama ni nyina omo nashi enti system na ewo mu no enye say de me ko fa problem tie ne sa na obi atie. I should never think somewhere and things say them etieno sa na obi so obi aye debi enye pepepe hwe me metime chia oba ka hema e bia me pa de bi dia ma compliment say chale where you there come up after wo oba na ni age obesese oto aso afa obi wo kasa asem ko energy so ka je oba de say o break ice no one no kwa sore ba one no kwa sore ba brother sister oba so tumi nkan jiro oba so ope no osofu so nkyerechire omo hawa yesipo oba so abegya say e na wutia gay na wutia we na wutia no keka asem na akọ ba bi o so onye wadwuma yesa wo ye so we need to take our time. On say penifo bi time asase mo ba no penifo bi sori tia o hwe penifo high level thinkers bi e wo kuromanum na amafo kredi omatem so be kaya sa professor fo ne doctor fo bi penifo mo kuromanum a sabio ye nyina reverend wo mo no so mo akase no we should take our time with this. Oh we na obi attack wo mo eti sa amra we na omo ye no me problem. So me hawa nyina ne say ochi nipa na also dey go to prison because of the problem na it will not solve the problem, it will rather compound to the problem.
All right,
see omo to omo base na o man hene e wi ase ko nanim.
Hey, text messages iba o man, text messages iba
oh text messages dey be papa
o man, you see the kan am say menu anum penny focus, but the point that me there be a hammer drink akra ne say Omaya ye chichire a tembia no, we look at populist approach. Na ya mayo for ya beja for atiki advantage. Say media me force a hane bebo for political expediency. Na aye dia beto ho na awotwe. The engine wo start am beka to say mebufu pan say na awotwe ni ya say o man hine time.
Na di disanko.
Ni ya di disanko mo no e wo bra me kase on my sika and nkomokro ananka hu hia me pa ye baby anka majority leader ka say enko set up committee near investigate on my sika within 1 year from 2020 a whole majority leader was between 2020 to 2021 on minor boka 17 billion Ghana cedis to discuss it toy sex at the parliament most nyama mu kan nyina no sebi say ye ka say more broadly mo horizon na munim enti na moka musa se pa otiase enti say obeye mra ohon kodwa bia kodwa start ohon na nka mpese me free o say emra no ka ye mane nko because ye mra no ko a enya de nipa no so be di so enu na ama Ghana asai besine enya se Ghana ye ni mra o but the citizens they decided say mra no omun di so
you decided
now we decided never be brave. Let you know can I say my mra So he knew say asan komona ye di no the SLA can cran is the perfect way say the book for topic for discussion cry. So mo say enmra tia ye nyina so be say me question bi by saying say o say Ghana your culture ni say oba ni oba na and am catch say enmra no ho deda ana meboa it wo person unya attention no wakofa bibi a bottle ya ye design and wo da beto parliament say ye mra say oba ni oba na ye de ka ho aka kire say sa bottle we omutumi e de ye wom ho niema e de hihye wom ho intini yemfa nka ho say ye nyimfirim yemfa nka ho say ne obi wa wo be ye kura no ntumi nkoto sa ade ni bi na won sa no say sex toys ana mu bi say ma no de omudi omsa ne ye no sex toy ana. So there are things that we are wasting the brain of the people in this country. I was say you didn't come.
We
don't need, because you see for another topic now you be an apalukan or say your person your council so your majority there your person we are uncomfortable. It is that topic you can't want someone also no say someone okay. No kure bien nim. Enya dia wo hyem ran kura nipa ne bedi so. Omo kan the lubricants nyina kan ho na man na omo di 45 eco 50 no omo bag to for my ahwe lubricants e wom omo say big parliament omo ni minority side
o ka den KY gel
o da media me can you ona what I say la there
ona o say lubricants na me bisa o
Kezia
o de
Kezia KY gel ni den
o de o my
KY gel
na me dey do me topic so na ko say topic ni answer reason ho na fe na open research for it o ti say the minister can say listen don't waste time. My emphasis we may topic crown farm meka.
Let's discuss lithium and then chas.
Na udia Moses say ye make sure say ye mra etia gay and lesbian a ye nyane mfanto ho. Na mo kan akwakodu baabi asemra mo be pass say mo pass. Afei da mo di ba go say ye ba be discuss sex toys. Me say then there is a natural ones. No so obi akwakotwa wo ma no the rubber fa ho ni ade. Tama ye susu no na unim say tama na yesu na ball ense dan je popular so unim say na ye de sa rubber na obo dua ho ana ya maman now they are ball a solid football than anything else who be that so ko so who be amon ball na no so sa rubber na say wa ko na no mu betwa rubber wa Ghana nyina to egu uta say there are some things mesre parliament they have a lot of work to do. And ne baby ye do any komo so say ye die say boy ye man no and yes an komo we no. If minority have anything to bring it as an alternative way to help the government masa now grabede na be hu kwan
the Christian community is listening.
Christian community Mr. Christian community ko ne ko bisa ho say ene enkomo a ye die any baby a sa emra kwadwo kan se o ma ejirejina kwa o da me teach legon opa edu anwumra fa sa kwan no e ma de gu ho no no se wani bobi anim na tinu notice won wall awko camera chomo video won na ma Sunday 7 o'clock 8 o'clock 10 o'clock churches so oni ma famu kokohwe so mu nyina be kono mu tete asori dem ho no mu what are you telling me? Parliament na e dey ba no mu no so mu need some cartels so man say two sa na mo we ni mu tukwan so and yes ye can o ka tell me say we dey na kan o see
the Christian community
Christian community asofo no o no bi o ka tell we say niam na mo ye mo anya ye nyina edi ho bagim no that time no ye dey no come
Chairman Kojo Boate me das
na ko say ma fe no maka 5 minutes
maybe some come back to you nobody do asari. Oh, that's right, because
but me come on, I mean land there now. Side am land. We want to me bully me, but the fathers back at your size soon. In the age wise, you must respect age. This is the culture that you supposed to respect.
What's the bar?
This is the culture you supposed to respect. You must respect age. You remember that? The fathers, you can't use size to decide your decision over here.
I'm going to go to
the
but you na ko ye sha se
yi. Mami landi. Landi. Even if just senior prefect in your mortar, we don't have any problem. But what I'm trying to say, oh my, ye wo eniema hey. And now me no ka say, huh? And then I'm penny be doing come. Meaning baby I do free buy a bar meeting. Then the question be say, ye ho chire. O man so 2 and more one more yen buy 2 and more near men yina such ye to me money ma form. But ye young society no ye should buy any anamo no because of greed. Until we decided say ye be ya matimamu for no and watch it. But
that's the language you speak all the time.
Say, but the point is that the government himself, me raising this topic, government must do something. Say sika go waste. It been an American 17 billion. See a pesika be almost about say 20 million, 40 million. Now buy the kofa and more be good chrome. So I'm trying to do control price. Or no market or boa increase price. I say so increase no. So buy ye bear wenum yenum yensa. Oh my, these are the some of the knowledge I see a trans near Juno. Now I buy to me my nippon so and why then at all. Near case okay, then I buy price or rice or the buy no, and that's rice 100 cedis. I buy it on 50 cedis. To my money or my honey or Bemano aka 100 cedis nana.
Okay, so
these are the important things I expecting the parliament to come with the laudable ideas to help the nation to survive.
No, mommy, no. And come I didn't we for school. I really was expecting some of these things to come. Surprisingly, Abba. Charles for demanded urgent funds, furniture for senior high schools. I say that the fear was that mostly out for the and they are buying was said the end of the any Tibiano, you know, pepe. What is the way out of this situation? Because I saw this come and say, so Ugu and Massey, they are quite so in quote. Maybe that might not necessarily be their mind, but so Ugu and Massey, they are, and they also said, you know, come and do it.
Yeah, I thought exactly the way you did, because you see, over the past 5 or so years, this free SHS, you shall see, the name Chas has been drowned. I didn't hear who? Because the minister then and the minister now, no. At the time, Bakoye minister, Bakoye deputy. Omo die who share teachers name. Emma, they didn't have even a reason to join this parent. Now we don't even have parent-teacher association. It's council. They have parent association. No teacher is involved. And all these things were also some conduit. Now, Emma, teacher and parents, you know, they have constant meetings to know the way I must be support to school when necessary. As at now, the teachers have been completely ostracized from joining those associations. And headmasters, headmistresses, also, they have no right to even grant interviews to media houses. You know this story. They've for all this while. And they see these children going through all manner of course, in every society, there are, like Fram was saying, charlatans. Teachers need be azan, headmasters need be azan. They will always yeah, they will always find ways and means to fleece a policy in a buy, you know. I think the intention was to make sure say Omar Kati loopholes what system nimna teachers no ne headmasters ne way for no use the inya monies into their own pocket or channel monies into their pocket. That was what the whole thing was supposed to cure. But again, the lack of the constant supply of the items are and policy no etimi ejina no, the lack of ababema sisiano. They don't have the moral authority.
As in the ministry.
As in the ministry to even stop certain things from happening. I can tell you without a shadow of doubt that schools like Presec and all those other whatever, they are not making noise about it. But there are parents who are supporting their schools to feed their children.
Hey, to feed their children.
And I mean, said they won't make noise. Me ba one come here, so says ask me I'm school, but I don't have a child there. But I know, because I know me won't grow for Amumba. And yeah, hope it.
And you need one.
Dear pardon, and yeah, enough. It's not. You can't say Sabi Presec. It produces, or it has produced very prominent individuals in society. So they will support quietly. And I know some of the schools with big names are doing it on the quiet. Maybe some of them went overboard. So, O'Reilly ni schools. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
But there seems to be a revolution coming.
Once Charles has started talking, Massa, you are in trouble. If Charles, Massa, you know this story. When we were growing up, what is a Charles? You know it. They can speak, and the next day schools are closed. Nothing. We won't. As you are two schools, you are two. And all this while, I think they have cooperated with government over some of these issues. They shouldn't be high-handed. It's a punishment. Why ever punish headmistress? Yes, they should give them some punishment. But outright dismissal, hardline positions, they shouldn't do that, because they have created part of the problem. For me, I think that this SHS thing, I still want President Beka say some sort of or some form of review will be necessary. It's almost a year now since he spoke. What sort or what form of review would be necessary? I think that by now, if he invites these CHAS people, invites these teachers associations, Nagrat for Andesi, and then parent association, they should sit and judge policy. After 5 years there, it is okay if you review and do something that I mean, it's a fantastic program. Say, cancel. It's not true. They will not cancel it because Ghanaians have already bought into it. So cancellation is completely out.
But
there are ways by which we can make it better. What is when we involve the very stakeholders in the system. Look, like I said, I have friends whose children went to free SHS, and I have two friends. Like I'm like on those terms with them. When I meet them, because of me, I like to yank into their minds. Some of them, until they finish school, until they finished school, 3 years, Allah. They won't tell you what they are going through. They only tell you that this is not where we are. We are in the Oba Brebi way. But to be saying school to saying how. Why?
Apalu on schools. Because Charles in Casadie, you didn't come a suspect said BBC.
Yeah. Omahene. I start buying Pisca no de come out move school money na a torture. Where me share more itemized bill no emphasize prospectus no. I dey be room. Me hu ye na me sere sanam say awurade da ben dana e be before e betima create adwuma ma ye ho. Because be ye duru no. Ni ba say akora ko school ma ne ko prepare school. Ana ko do school. Almost like running by on first camera, on for sofa, prior, over. No.
The factory, rig factory.
We have to.
Or do I be Ricky so?
Oh, we have to move.
Mombenya baby, they good here.
So,
I say a 20,000 rigs bar.
I say funny pa. No more say Juma. And Krano Kuskum Kusuade. And there's some Kusko prepara.
I say Omusia pra. No more Sam Subochichi.
Debbie. Same Krano Kusku, and Kosom Copra, Omokodo, Omoko, yes, Animano. I say a funny penny Tiomoka.
Okasa, our phone, I won't say a Kenny or Momaka crack round.
And now, okay, in an eye. I cry at the end now. We sit the child down and then you talk to the child. Boy, Babo, nobody who shall cry anymore. Chakrano will probably want to discuss it with you. On say, yes, Susana, you know, Yabapamo, Yama Memo, near Swapamo. We couldn't go close to our dad because we say, oh, Papa, no, Assemble na papa. Oh, no, ball rough. It's a basana, Una Tabiana.
Said now, size tea. Oh, that's all you see when you see now. Feel we say, so, oh, my Una,
we have
so, I say, but I cried up sort of Takra, or my neck as a crowd chinnet now, and I say, what was I doing? Maybe to me, Fra and Comunku school. Now, my camera. Also, me run school, president.
Oh, yeah, president.
And come about school. On bar orientation, the moment, Gina a crum. No, my pointy, Momo so kakaye, Momo, a year, the Mabina, school now, my medwabano. So one thing I say, no one's not yet. Well, life, no, seeing the future. No, my true bank for nay. If you know when my almost go for him, almost so almost school no to be on life in a dream and pick one. And to cry you on one and then me be a proud say, oh, me had more AGC Anglo Gold Ashanti, it be so me had more banker, me proud. Oh, my, I say you move, I say queen must on my own. Say ye you can see my makusku ko prepare ne sanema in this prospectus no moto prayer ne o moto to samro muntu mu mo bi twetwe adwaye ne sanema ni nyina no needless esa ba my wu say o be for workers na bo so otu mo kanti MPP for bebrebo mo gu a mo nya adwuma mo complain ne ba nya adwuma nya no. These are some of the ways you create job for them.
No go to do schools na mo.
Yes, obi be do na you try to call school mo no mo say hon mo na odi honi. It almost sort of can be a school in neat. Sunday, see, you know. Now, also, you call Bruchia, Indian Biblical, natural people, no, you're my Bruchino. Oh, my son, I'm yellow. When the cost school proper Bruchli. Some me school, no money come up proper school. Ah, it's a cry. And TSA move ahead. And now, I'm saying, only a Casano. Miniano, was a minion and even an Casano.
Angel Cabonu.
First, no, me tieno wo UTV. Na said de na abuphobia no de kasane adade no mantena se. But na wona de kasaye no. And I'm so aba from tino I say me tena se e wo nema bebrebia na wo ka ho. Ba ko say o say uko school bi say Wesley girls no muni adade a they are going through the same school na me de Bunkum secondary school for nkra na ekomu. But and I'm say how for no achimota for na no they see say oh yet my mama tina hanom na mo nya no mo contribute
say no we do asare kan
to mo nkasa so na me say
but o say mrano so ankasa
dabi e wade bi we friend of common sense while to me read who say yeah abina provide to some extent and you know wow should be say me man comfortable and you top it up wow to me voluntary now support na also we mu dia na akwai no say be kumo no ene sa rally horom ko je bleeders bisika o ko je bleeders bisika dia the whole world betty the 200 cities is guys ever come was say me kwa no mo Jimmy 200 obi say ya Jimmy 150 tu sa fani bleedy ona me cheno
yere sia
baby Kofi na time you started free education 2017 2018
yeah
na me call Pope John secondary school so Pope John on my constituency na kola bia am say ne papa free wasa ho baby na odina ba na oba one of the masters no a polling station officer timo one oba na papa teacher ni piano say na papa ko we o say enra na papa ho awe ntimi anko ti oda no see na so papa ba na sika 10 cedis and oja 5 mami it just say for the man to go no na just say o say order o pe school ho baby na order
am for ye we
enti just say
omo den kola no ba dom ka de ba ye no eno pe eno okuta to we are this parents na bi ala
enti that's so am ke so o kwaji breed the bi ono o for say 200 o say we can say 200 is kabi me I'm talking about less than 50 cedis wada enti we prano say what you say we prano enti me jidi say o mahini media edu time we all need to jojo come to a point where all these issues bar and ye baby I said the Urakabunu na nakuma ba
because if you share responsibility and you give directives very painful to paint a color that irresponsible
but
sometimes
but what
for government
cover up
then the catch say Accra technical here they came to us 3 weeks or so na can any
de all kinds of buying say cover up a parents to fee be na me start here only 50 cedis but also provide money back to school government has given you all this benefit with teacher nika we feed you by money boarding house at a certain time the nation is in crisis and then now obi can so be choice can so first can free na scan you when you be I don't know support to sector so benefit Usika also personal benefit. Na state personal benefit here. What do you expect?
So we go through such inconveniences at the expense
of that. At the time of that. Oh, but say no dear. Would you to say
3 weeks? No.
But do you believe say 3 weeks now can the benefit of free education now? Yeah, because say is the brain for the nation.
Quality education or free education?
No, that is where I'm talking about. Say we need to talk. We need to discuss. And they are emotionally by saying say I buy pentiobi. Okay, so I buy pentiobi. It's an emotional statement. Or penting for the
I buy shows change. I buy shaking responsibility.
You see, these are some of the conversations. Me catch us say.
I'm a school just almost
it is a parent. That's a unim say at that time. Let's give the benefit of the doubt. Say
the children are because there's no food.
Yes,
the challenge.
Yeah, the challenge is that.
So insist say pretending for lack of a better way. Monko suku problem be anywhere. Me so me back suga kope. Eduane ni ho.
Wako investigate. We investigative journalist. You speak your mind every day. You are always on point. Have you gone to the school? Me say, have you gone to the school? Have you gone to the school?
On this matter.
So
on this matter, me Jimmy Larry Dogbe Adi. So no one was fast and on the coy.
I don't call school no sanko fan
back because they joining you.
On one can the call.
Yes, or no.
Okay.
So no one can say.
Like why side why idea. What
are you talking about?
Change. Somebody like that.
How can you say that? I don't see this problem about.
No. Only more than what he got. What one man buy you 2 school fees now? Not sabi who can coach our hand. You offer no money. Just dress. I don't follow what fast in nanam. Why shall no what fast before answer no? Bisano. It will be catches. I will say you are just or because Larry opposition talk. just to paint the government black.
How can that be?
How can you be what?
How can you be what? When your opposition talk, reality is that. Yeah, reality is that. The reality. One kasa unya tena catch us. Esa nse schools ni bia ni monyam le adefo wo munti no wo mo nye dede kese but ensem koso how many schools in Betima sustain
the way you are situated the thing Kwajo was very smart on his presentation
but the reality is that
reality Koto provision never no go back take him why no change or go and get school now close you down
aduane ni
no me say school now close you down
that is the instructions aduane ni
now what you have you find out school now close you down school no check school now close you down yet so to go secondary school close you down you all see it what you believe no asemo wakamega opposite talk o say below bet what is below bet it won't and there were 500 radio stations so go on radio stations are here let anybody report say school now close you down so munya duane ndi what you idea this ne wo fast Kwajo was in the store say on there onimikrophobia ne benkobi but onimikrophobia omodi so that is the sensible way you are communicating to the society it wo be go abai no as say abai penti obi black women unye no so ayete ha no the facts are out there school bia no e be close and ne be chroma fidasi a year radio ya esisi manchwe wo ndi kra mo be 5 if Pope John closes down today
ebe daddy
I didn't expect this thing from you.
Do you doubt to say?
On top provisions, man, no funding come back.
So come clean and don't pretend.
Clean.
So come clean. Government should not pretend that.
Stop mentioning government. We are discussing.
You can all manner of people, inclusive are the 10 city people. No?
Yes.
Last some their business. No. Onyamia do mabama free SHS. I was providing me Diana. That's the policy at stake. It made the media say
government credit about what he has done.
No, Obia what Hebia no ebe catch say. Sana montuna buy to no. Even though it's fraught with challenges, no doubt about that.
Yes.
But let's not also pretend say year. Yen tram for yini say info yina oni even though aban se go wura mu kwa no de ekoto yeni te say da aban ka say umpo school bia no me hihye ni me prospectus ni okontwache bia na o me no obika eno ho nkomo na agba ye di
yes
ana charge for akoka say so so ni obika dia ene also wasede ayi no ene school ni say school ni bata treat okoji meko ha no agije ni wo winta no agi nchine wa no agi eyi ha no
say na so aban ne kotua omunom kotua omunom kotua okoji jeno koji mako koji kontomre omunom kotua so the boy don't make it as if so that is what is calling for calling for discussion a two-side way of agenda aban yakoji mako wa yakoji kontomre wa yakamboma a delay ya hochiri let's sit down that time our contractors we contract them we can give you that you better I submit all the contractors to you the brain we are muko to yomuka adameboa these are some of the discussions that we need to talk about suspicion that is the fact of the matter but you see if we will be all open and honest to our discussion o man hin men kasa yenkebi aso ye gina kan wa han obi a wo point
but I appreciate what government has done.
And then we move forward on it rather than just to say we will come in and then probably say so more buying who say at the end of the buy crown it's a useless.
Let me tell you that just in Koma Yedineni Yanswanu ya next week
Ebese
the word of encouragement
members of CHASA Asha based on our conversation at the time because maybe another man was say me ko say men ko painti a black e wa bonti ho as if see nim de ye anaya niafa apart from the normal ones we are hu ebufu so koji eziat fee 220 Ghana cedis but critical points
and I make say when I started my presentation I said yentini omo ntenase
where say o downplay the Ezra
card.
But Ezra card needful. The idea of
who charge me 26 ID.
na say
now Jimmy Scow is that you say
that's a woman I be using.
Oh my. Say if that is the news. Oh, the effort is school be a catch us how to check the student who is going in, who is coming out.
Him book. School in mission school.
Okay, so I printing him book. So I printing him book. Oh no, but it's a fact.
But him book, yeah.
No, so I printing
him book will charge me.
Na go on find can go print it.
Na school no plan mission.
No headmaster never say no.
Oh my. I know your conversation. Sometimes that's also ni mua na buapa na odi aso de only the tiaba be na idea su boy no.
What is be na yebu no? You say bi ama say kotre omo bom bisa no.
Futu funafu. Denchem funafu. Omo nyina fu ye baako. Enso omo didi na omo prese ya.
Say ya na ifri dey.
Great.
Ya na ifri dey.
Chop lefa it bring from face.
You see, me no me feel say Aban has not been fair to Charles.
Did you almost 2 million out?
What I said, Aban has not been fair. You see,
we need to sit down. We need to sit down and talk.
Okay, BB, and that is why I'm bringing this subject. Yet, Nasia, you see, teach brothers and they one. They are human beings.
Yes.
Chromo have politicians are policies, mass and we. Please, yet the 3 years out, say, can we survive? Can we survive it? Bibia be a Kafra staff house and Bibia boss or my ministry be a chance to operate autonomous a year. So at least Momo a certain quota that almost running. You understand? But to dispossess them and still expect they put out their best. They will fight you.
Exactly my point.
But the problem
tension schools no.
The problem in MPP and DC. They don't know school.
MPP are the same be ni.
Hey, that's a mechanic.
Obesen come.
I said, it was I say Aban no suro say obekwa akoma omokwa ji obi wan see the crowd school more.
Passing bia.
And this one say, hey,
Aban say oji ska.
Because NDC almost like dogwe.
I say okay say no one.
Oh, I don't know.
Free education, free opposition bastard. I
People
know it.
Mas Academy. Yenia all students. Yenia tenacity who said that be in Kwana. Ye more no, if I say science lab. Oko science lab where seen honor me I pay 50,000. What am I saying? Me seniors in between 200,000. Between away mutual. Se see yenia you 89. Yes, so we will say you talk and kunya ko buankura. Yenya 89 for any decide you. Et you all students no so more schools no. Mo amoye bi na mo boa. As that here be sa school number say school so dey as no. Mo printing ko chenkora no. All students.
Na yangoji 2020 bi.
Yangoji bi 2020.
Entrance fee.
You say yes I talk desk e da ko man kora no. So oh, schools
no bebre ya omwodin they are doing it heavily like because omo enkrofo wo aban mu ene ne ekeka ka ho no ti no empie rally money ade anka nye friends rally enye papa yi nunu mensa aka san ko rally ono na ko asase mu ko si school fufro se teach you se nungwa ho baby and you move or move free baby and two or move free anka rally
I would have loved sir.
So it you know it's a struggling school, very underprivileged. There are so many of such schools. I'm full say SSA etimi grade places no the kind of needs are almost now yet me meet.
But there's also
let's not put everybody in one category.
There's also a concern. Angel Kabonuti na some of these deliberations, they should be trying to have this conversation around with them as stakeholders.
Policy, free SHS, no talking. They gagged the people. And that is what now kasa kakra bemuno and then a deep boomerang no beba.
If you come from that perspective, it might be a bit problematic because that
no cry kojo. It is true.
So me my
point. Kojo no cry. I'm not lying to you.
Free by yabedu no. Raise that issue no. Enipa. We need at this time how you are calling about the quality. These are some of the factors. Why the Bema quality number? Teacher in our employer no teach school honomono. He needs to go up to the maximum level to make sure sakwalano enya the quality that you want. Say onuanka sano krano say enyens komo ye die about sika 70 bibia na so decided so be lethargic. Aban so ba ko pesika betuanika oba o ye no trada bia no ja hokwa. The quality that you want no you may not get. And to me no komo na ye die wi it is about dialogue. You see, we shouldn't fool the situation to make it as if say everything.
But penina, that's all my dialogue. No, ma. Nkola ayina teachers na look to say omona. Say
and I make say no matter how it is coming from. Say Obekacha say a free the ministry. Say a free teacher. Say a free opposition. Say free where the language
there
is
coming from. There should be a solution.
There should be a solution. You see, we shouldn't come here and pick here and then just get somebody to say
there should be a solution.
One more fire branded me analyzing the situation. The point to raise is good. But unim obi betimi aka say he's protecting or no organization or tissue because that is what the organization wants to hear. Okay. But the other side, you are calling them for an angry position,
has
not
a
to
certain
open
authority.
Authority. And if you do that, who is going to benefit
overbearingly?
Okay, so some text messages now for wrap up.
Just a minute. Exercise now, you won't get the solution because you know what power, no what authority. No, make sure so exercise. No, your one say no, so make sure say also sabotage big time. Now we are going to suffer. And Kwalano any young parent, we are going to suffer at the end of the day. So if we don't have the dialogue, now that there's a dialogue, no, no yet to protect the parent, to make sure say the parent, you know. Equality ni niamo so am free education
now so benefit what it is say wo ye mistake yetimi point it out say pam na ebe pam wa yetimi pam so na you don't have any. How can you say so pam minister say the wrong thing he should be sacked.
No what is the sack?
Yes, sacking minister at this point.
I'm not saying that me say bibi na you identify as being the inimical to the system, he can be sacked.
No, but they say you are being disingenuous to the public. Why? Okay. Because the point is that say minister not to say Abaya provided BBI.
It's not true.
Oh, if you say not true, but he's saying this.
It's not true.
He has given what you say. You just believe it just because he said so. It is a who
can say so. You should believe him.
Who what catch and say or the all can enya no kre. Let's assume say enya no kre. But also are providing. It mean ma obi anu buso ye tuanika. And funny means to get something from the children.
Balances.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so
the teacher group, you can't sack them.
The teacher need to outside the salary now, you know.
Debbie, I was here junior in Kwadana.
Yes, that's how we
what ya public sika as your salary or revenue and advance on the
no so public security
na public security
no project more
our minister no go
na I don't know
no so you been Janica
no the Janica no so the talking about what is it
I don't know person but say the whole kanampa me checheni I cannot go outside the laid down principles abide there to say my a cheche for a headmasters for me I should not dare. I don't know when to say Saban would say she we are by a boy dear. Oh, a sudi any said the also then for feeling said
so we should buy it hook line and sinker even when the facts are facing us.
Okay, then you have both.
Okay, so text message. So text messages be about
that is what Kabonu and Co have been doing,
but they are blaming one side.
Well, who else should they blame?
No, let the principle.
I don't implement policy.
Kabonu team no. They disagree to headmasters or more extorter. They disagree.
Yes.
Okay, so then that is fine.
Their challenge is that sometimes government
fulfill your promise that you have
government leaves them out of these conversations.
They have to find ways to accommodate the microphone aduane emba. Oh, you read me, sir. What did I create aduane?
Kwako says, my honorable doctor has said it, 90% of people start this unreal habits from our schools. And 2, he says that our parliamentarians are simply hypocrites. They talk about our cultures, yet use English language to debate or do business of the day. They did not even have a devoted mother tongue. So he is talking about a mother tongue for us, even our parliamentarians. No?
That is what I said.
Which one will you choose?
Wensu from a prominent chief. The free SHS was used as a slogan by Nana Ekosiisen to win the 2016 elections. Though it is not sustainable, it was brought
for 7 years.
Hence, JDM is also coming up with 24-hour economy, which is just a mirage. It's commonly said half a loaf of bread is better than none, but engineers will say half a bridge is absolutely useless. Finishing free SHS and not going to tertiary school is just like half a bridge. And he ends his conversation. Nanaye Moody.
Now, JDM, free SHS. JDM,
Nanaye Moody. It was
special prosecutor.
Special prosecutor.
Me, as someone person me bisane say, Ejumano ontiminya. I wish you can resign.
As he says so.
No, me say.
Ordinary crab for the. Oh yeah, you be.
What you be can as one quantity. So who find out your language? Let me come in here.
Now you are saying Ejumano ontiminya. I'm so ordinary.
Opa mania headline ma.
Adentia.
Me say Ejumano ontiminya. On resign no fanto. Na Ghana no. So be resign. Ya na ye omo ya. Ghana.
But what
I wish motherland Ghana one day somebody will just get up and say, listen, I am tired, I am frustrated, this I am done.
But that's what the better 124 million.
Rather than say the way
the budget 124 million.
Chairman Kojo Boating. There's this news Kofi Bra Ediaba. The new surprise, the new kid on the block, a doctor, a finance person, an economist, member of parliament for Ejiso, is the hope for the youth. Let's hope that he partners Dr. Mahmoud Baumia for the 2024 Dr. John Kuma. Dr. John Kuma.
Oh, Dr. John Kuma, I can be fat on the fire. Name I don't know, or decided that.
I can be fat Dr. John Kuma.
I could be fat on the papa. But
let's say the record say young man or no advice. Also, my founder dada.
Oh, my decided.
Dr. John Kuma. Chairman, could you watch now? You're going. I will only have an interest.
Last question.
No, be shimsa. That's the interest.
The tennis say, Omodi said that.
Oh, my.
Now, somebody said, now can you me?
Maybe it's
another
45 and then Matis one man crofobia say yam time in the time. Opa my time now 45 minutes.
Last week
the didn't be quiet.
It didn't say
for reject.
I feel okay.
or Hatta
Mama, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 3 names. Say, won't you back?
Obia money.
Okay, yes, I train.
So Dr. John Kuma will be a nice running mate.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
You'll be a fantastic.
I think so. Last week I had a different view, but I have really taken a, you know, because
Obia MPP ni bia raba umi abe fan no.
I will
qualify for.
I will not be shame. Bye bye.